Hello, love bugs. So tonight I am coming through to you guys to give you another general collective reading. If you are a returning subscriber of mine, then welcome back. If you are tuning in for the first time, then welcome. Tonight, I will say some of this will be somewhat of a love reading. Some of the messages will not. I do feel like there's two specific scenarios going on with the current energy right now. This could be current, past, or future energy. I really feel like this is current though that I'm picking up on. Um, so I was originally gonna record both of these readings separately, but I feel like I'm gonna try to fit it all into this one video. Anyway, the first channeled message, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I really specifically feel like this first message is related to a male. I do very much feel like you are in your masculine energy. I feel like your feminine energy that may be within you, you haven't quite tapped into that fully. So whoever I'm speaking to, you more resonate with your masculine. I do feel like this could be feminine energy as well, but the percentage of that I feel just very low. So whoever I'm speaking to, you are a male, and this may be your current energy. Some of it may resonate, and some of it may not, or all of it may resonate. If I pause in between, don't get alarmed. I am just channeling the messages, the energy as I am able to pick it up. The first message is, remember you are a king. So what I distinctly get from that, whoever you are that I'm speaking to, I feel like you have been dealing with specifically a lot of romantic relationships that have kind of left you, I wouldn't say empty, I would say kind of questioning love in general, like questioning whether you'll ever obtain it, kind of questioning even yourself more so. But it's more of like an energy of like, what the fuck? Why the fuck does this keep happening to me? Why am I attracting these specific type of women, etc.? I really feel like you are seeking more than surface level. So I feel like your past energy was you're more like based on the materialistic. You were based on like if a woman presented herself to you, the first thing that would kind of wow you is the physical. But I feel like you're at a stage in life where now you're seeking something more. So you want to know what's more to her than her looks. Looks are just not cutting it for you anymore. 333 on the timer. So 333 could be significant to you. You could be seeing this maybe once, maybe a couple of times. But that could be significant. I also feel like you are lost in direction. So what I distinctly get from that is you have an idea of where you want to go in life, but there's many people in your ear kind of telling you what you should do, how you should do it. This is the proper way to do this, and that is not the proper way to do that. And you're kind of like listening to everyone except your own inner voice. You value what your family has to say. You value what your friends have to say. You value somewhat everybody else's opinion other than your own. And so you're really in a place of, where am I going? You're kind of like asking yourself, where am I going? 444 on a timer, so 444 could also be significant. Like I said, you have an idea of what you want your life to look like, but I feel like the opinions of others is kind of like clouding your judgment. It's clouding what you really want versus what everybody else wants. Um, so I feel like you're kind of lost in a sense of like your own direction, because, and I feel like you're considering what really your family. You kind of listen to your friends, but what I'm getting where it concerns your friends, you feel like some of them are like, excuse my French, but you feel like some of them are full of shit, and so you like, it's like, like you'll listen to them, but it's kind of like their words kind of like some of it goes through one ear and out the other. You kind of like take it with a grain of salt, just depending upon how they're like what they're saying. If it doesn't make any sense to you, you don't listen to the shit. Whereas it concerns like your family, you more so are um, like what they have to say and their opinions mean a lot to you. I get like a sense of like somewhat like a people pleaser, but you fear that like if you don't take in consideration of what your family want, you like your the acceptance from your family is what you really is what is really important to you. Um, Out of fear, out of like what they may think if you choose something different, or if you go in a different direction, you feel like there will be a lot of judgment. So you really are a person that doesn't like people to judge you. You try to kind of avoid that. I don't know. Like I know the energy is weird as I explain it, but that's kind of what I'm getting off of you. Um, so you got a lot of people in your ear, kind of, intervening where it concerns your love life, intervening where it concerns certain things you want to do, certain things that you aspire to do, religion, etc. I feel like you need to start listening to your own inner voice, because at the end of the day, this is your life. Um, Whatever direction you choose, it directly affects you, not necessarily your family. This is not the path they have to take. This is not their story. So instead of listening to the outside voices, listening to outside influences, listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice really has been speaking to you this entire time. You just choose not to listen to it because, again, out of fear, out of judgment. Um, I also pick up that you feel, like I said, you feel empty. You feel like you're at a place where now you feel like because you've had all these different romantic relationships where, one ending after another. And it seems like the same scenario is kind of playing itself out where it concerns the type of women that you are attracting and the outcomes to these relationships. It's like the same scenario, just you're meeting the different people in flesh. They just don't look the same, basically, but it is the same lesson repeating itself. And so I'll get to that a little later. But you feel like at this point, all women are the same. A lot of these women have left a bad taste in your mouth, whereas now you're putting all women in the same box. Um, Again, this is out of disappointment, past disappointment. Could be present as well. But either way, this is just the current energy I feel you're in. So therefore, now you're kind of like looking at everyone a little sideways. Like, do I even take any of y'all serious? Because y'all all just about the same. Y'all all ain't talking about shit. Like, y'all all surface level. So you're really irritated. Like, you're just annoyed. And I think right now you're more so focused on the bag. You're more so focused on you, but more so what your material world looks like. And you're not really, you're kind of neglecting the inner. You're focused on the external. And I would say your external is somewhat put together. I would say that your finances are somewhat put together, whoever you are that I'm picking up on. See that your finances are already well put together, or you could be trying to figure out how you put your finances together. Also, something about an investment. You're looking to invest in something, invest in a business, invest in yourself. Just invest. You want to figure out how to grow your money overnight. You want your money to grow while you're sleeping. Um, you really desire to break certain generational curses. You got big dreams, whoever you are that I'm picking up on. Um, but tied to your dreams, you desire love, but you desire a genuine, pure love. You desire your best friend. You desire your partner. You desire your business partner, and essentially your wife, the person you will make your wife. And so I feel like for that, it's not really necessarily on the forefront. So I feel like you haven't completely given up, but at the same time, it's not at the forefront of your mind. 11:11 on the timer, as I say this, 11:11 could be significant. 11:10 could be significant. Um, I feel like also, I feel like your last relationship, this could be current, but I feel like your last relationship before you just kind of gave up on kind of dating for a while. This specific energy, I feel like it obviously was female. Um, this person kind of humiliated you. This was because of lack of income. I get gold digger vibes. Or these are the specific women you keep attracting. I feel like whoever you are, you're not someone that's not easy on the eye. You are someone that a lot of women find desirable, or most women do. I mean, there's a cup of tea for everybody. Y'all know what I mean. But you're not 1222 on the timer, so 1222 could be significant. I feel like you've also had a run-in with your fake twin flame. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. Um, this fake twin flame kind of came into play to, of course, teach you a lesson, to teach you what is unhealed about yourself, to teach you what to not fall for in terms of partnership, in terms of choosing the specific woman you want to be tied to. Um, I feel like, again, the last person you was dealing with, they were very much materialistic. This person kind of took more than they gave. So at the end of the day, you would kind of like give money. You would give the dinner dates. You would something about designer bags. You would buy designer bags, or this person would, like I said, because you're probably a person, either you have your finances in order, or you're trying to, like, it's not like you're down bad in terms of finances, but you are trying to elevate your finances. You're looking at longevity. So you could be a person that, like I said, has your finances in order already, and you have that longevity. And the women you attract, they kind of look at your looks and they look at your pockets. Or you are a person that's kind of somewhat well-to-do right now, but you're not quite where you want to be financially, but you are thinking of different ways to make money, to go into business for yourself. Um, Whoever this was that you were dealing with, my bad, y'all. So, I feel like this person kind of humiliated you. Like, whenever they couldn't get their way, like when they could get their way, what I'm getting from this person is she kind of, I'm saying she because I picked up female. I don't even, there's no other energy coming through to me other than that. She, like when she could not get her way, let's say she would ask you for money. And if you couldn't send the specific amount that she asked for, she threw a fit. And so you would kind of like people please. You would just, 1444, as I say this, you would just go ahead and send it just to defeat an argument from arising. I also feel like this ugh, shit. What the hell? I feel like this specific woman that you was dealing with, she was very argumentative. Like she was very just very unhealed energy, very getting like seductress, like a big seducer. Like she knew how to seduce you. I don't know any other way to kind of put that, but it's kind of how she got her foot in the door. I feel like whoever you are that I'm speaking to, you are. I don't know. Take this the wrong way now. Just a messenger. Um, you you have a soft spot for pretty faces and a fat, Uh, so this particular energy, 1555, this is somebody that you had your eye on for a while, and when you guys finally got together, you were thinking it was going to go one way. She showed you a certain facade in the beginning. She gave you kind of like this nice girl energy, kind of like this soft energy. And then when money came into play, when she started seeing 1616 on the timer, when she started to see that you were a person that was going to give her, sorry, y'all. I swear when I do these readings, distraction. But yeah, I feel like once you started kind of, um, I feel like in the beginning too, you tried to wow her with with finances, with like flowers and sending flowers to her job, and which I'm not saying that was necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like you set the tone at that point and she had certain expectations, but I really feel like she kind of took it. It's kind of like you gave her an inch and she took a whole 10 miles on you. And so I feel like over time, um, she kind of used that to her advantage. I also, okay, again, don't shoot the messenger. I also feel like because she was a very, this is someone that had like a high sexual energy. So this person she loved to do the hanky panky a lot. And so she would, like, one of her tactics was to kind of she would use certain persuasion. I'm trying, because y'all know fucking YouTube. I'm trying to say this in a way that I'm not uh, being too graphic here. She used a certain level of persuasion through 1818 on a timer through sex. And unfortunately, you would fall for it. And once she started to understand, this is just, again, I'm not basing this off of your energy per se. I'm just kind of, this is how this person, what I'm getting from the last person you dealt with, or could be your current person. Um, once she started to see, okay, that all I gotta do is do this, and then if you don't do this, I'll do and say this. She used a lot of, like, she studied you to see what would to see what would work, so that she could get her way. Very manipulative energy. She's one of those women that, to look at her, you wouldn't think, she could hurt a fly, or you wouldn't think she's this or that. But underneath it all, um, very much crazy, very much unhinged. Um, I also feel like this, I don't know why this is coming through, but it's coming through very strong. There were often times where this person would threaten you, like, if you didn't send her money, or if she didn't get her way, she would threaten you, like threaten to slash your tires, threaten to post certain things on social media. I don't it's not funny. I know, I'm sorry. It's the way the energy is coming through to me. Um mm, like, oh my. I feel like this, oof, child. Whoever this is, I don't feel like you deal with this person anymore. This is either a past tense energy, like I said, and you just like have put the dating on pause for right now. Like, I'm not saying that you don't have, um, your cut buddies or your homegirls that you kind of kick it with from here and there. Because I do pick up that you have those, which is your business, but I feel like where it concerns a serious relationship, this was the initial last one. And if this is not past his tense energy, this could be your current situation, and you're thinking about leaving this individual. Um, I also pick up that this particular individual would really. I feel like the minute you would show anything of like emotions, like any if you would show a sign of emotion, she would kind of call you like a punk, or like um kind of like cuss you out and say you're being like you're doing too much, or like she would kind of flip it on you in a sense of like making you feel ashamed of showing your emotional side. So for a long time, or while you were dealing with her, really a lot of the women that you dealt with kind of made you feel like that. I feel like that's a childhood that stems back somewhat from your childhood a little bit. I mean, take what resonates, but she really, whoever this is, especially if you're still currently dealing with her, if this is a past tense energy and you don't deal with this person anymore, 222 on the timer, I feel like this person stalks your social media. My God. Yeah, she stalks your social media, or if you have deleted this individual, and let's say you blocked her from your social media, this could be, I'm getting Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So all three. I would even say Twitter, but I don't feel like you're a big Twitter person. I feel like the main three is Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. This person has created fake accounts. She can't. Okay, not funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry. Um, sh- she's very obsessed with you, whoever this is. Like, I can't even flip it. Like, this is her. Like, she's obsessed. She also goes through your comments. 23, 23. Now, again, if if this is past tense, then this person, is making fake pages just to kind of keep track of what you're doing, to see if you're with somebody new, to see if you are with someone new, to see how she can kind of sabotage that. This person is thinking about spinning the block, especially if you've already broken up with her. I feel like this is someone you've already broken up with. I'm gonna be honest. Because I think the last straw, like there was some sort of argument, and she took an object and threw it at you, and so after that, you was just like, yeah, no, your stuff good, but it ain't that damn good. Like, it was, I mean, you could have said that to her too. I don't know. Take what resonates, but you were just done. You were tired of being humiliated. You were tired of like, you were just tired of her. You're really tired of a lot of women. I'll be honest. Um, so you just, you've been kind of solo dolo on your whatever, on your little solo corner. But yeah, this energy was just very toxic. And like I said, if you are currently dealing with this person, then you're trying to figure out a way how you can get out. Um, And I'm gonna just say this: if it's all of that going on, honey, um, there's like leave. There's no other way for me to. You might want to leave that alone because I just don't, especially if you're still currently connected to this person. Like I said, I don't pick up that you are. I feel like this is a past tense. This was like your last relationship. But if in fact you are still dealing with this individual, it's only gonna get worse. It's like this is not gonna be a situation where you know, if you stick around, this and this might change. No, this is a situation where if she picked up an object and threw it at you, it is only a matter of time where those threats will become reality, where the tantrums will get somewhat physical. I don't know. I would leave that kind of where you found it. But yeah, the next thing, um, the next thing that I get, whoever this is that I'm picking up on, if so far what I've said resonates, then this is your reading. What I also get from you is you either want to drive trucks or you already do, or you're wanting to obtain your CDL license. This could be another stream of income that you want to include in your current income or add to your current income, or you're wanting to start an LLC trucking company. Um, you want some sort of business, something you can call your own. You're kind of at a place where you're on some fuck the 9 to 5 shit. I want to invest. So if you had it your way, you would like 8 different streams of income if you know if you can obtain it. And with you, what I really get is that you're really a go-getter. Like you're really a person that once you set your mind to something, you pretty much see it through. Once you figure out what it is you want, like a desire you want, you go after it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You full throttle, full steam ahead. Um, so you definitely have drive and ambition. So with that, I feel like that will come. I feel like it will come once you let go of certain connections. Once you really get away and detach from things that are toxic. That's kind of it's kind of like that blessing is being held up or is being put on pause. I feel like God, whoever you refer to as God, the universe, it's kind of guiding you in a sense of a couple of things. I feel like a lot of things that are being presented to you through these women is this these are lessons. There's something there's some type of lesson that you keep repeating where it concerns women. And I really feel like it's your self-worth as a man. I really feel you are repeating these lessons because instead of you going for someone on a soul level, you are going for the surface level. You are going for what your physical eye see. You are going for what appears to be like it could be a good fit for you versus actually getting to know a person, studying a person, um, understanding their character. Like, what is it? Who are you beneath the flesh? And I really feel like that's kind of where you've been going wrong at. Um, so therefore, you end up with repeated lessons. I also feel like these women are coming to you in the form of these lessons because this is where you're currently vibrating at. Meaning, these specific energies, which I feel like a lot of them are unfortunately karmics. A lot of these karmics that are being presented to you, you're only attracting them because there's something within you that you have not healed. There's something that you keep neglecting within yourself. So the universe is only going to give us the energy that we're vibrating at, the energy that's like ready, like we're sending out, the frequency, I guess, that we're sending out, if you will. So it comes back to you in human form. It comes back to you in all of these different women. So even though they're different physical forms, it's still the same scenario. It still plays out the same way until you learn the lesson. And I really feel like, again, the lesson here is stop looking at what a person has flesh wise. Stop looking at what a person has materialistic wise. Stop looking at because she got a, nice smile, pretty face, and a fat old whatever. That's not going to cut it. Like you have kind of evolved from that. You want more than that. So what you're really telling the universe, look, I want more than this. You want more than that, then change some things. Change the inner. Heal the inner parts of you that need to be healed. Know your worth. Stop accepting women who belittle you, who make you feel like you are in small because you're showing a sign of emotion, when in fact emotions are a part of you. You're a human being before you're anything. You have a soul. So if you did not have, I don't know, emotions, I would say you're not human. So I don't know. I feel many things where it concerns women who, this is just personally me. This has nothing to do with the message. I feel like women who um, call men soft or belittle them because they are showing emotion, I feel like they lack emotional intelligence. I feel like, they have this idea in their mind of what a man is supposed to be because they base everything off of society, social media, etc. The bullshit, versus looking at it from a standpoint of whether you are male or female, we all have emotions, and displaying your emotions is not a sign of weakness. It's not saying that you're soft. It's saying that you are in touch with yourself, your true self. You are in touch with your authentic self. When you try to mask and hold down your emotions and pretend like there's nothing wrong with you, and pretend that you are, hardcore or whatever, you're some alpha male, whatever the hell, what you're really doing is that you're lying to yourself, and you will always have a sense of emptiness. You'll always feel like there's something missing within you. You'll always be disconnected within yourself. So it really has nothing to do with the external outside of you. It's more of you people pleasing, and it's more of you not being real with yourself. And I feel the first step to having emotional intelligence, especially if you want a person to have that, it needs to start with you. Because again, you're only attracting the energy that you're vibrating at. And so right now, 333 on the timer again. Right now, I feel like the universe, God, is reminding you, okay, if you want this in a partner, if you want this woman to embody this, you need to embody it. Let's go within. And I feel like that's something that you've kind of been avoiding, or maybe it has not been at the forefront of your mind because you're too concerned with, your finances, the external. You're not really concerned with the internal. Like, you're aware in a sense that there's maybe some healing work you need to do. You just haven't maybe gotten around to it, or you're too afraid to go, down that path, or go too deep. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting off of you. But I really feel like the reason why things keep repeating themselves is that there's lessons here. There's a specific lesson that you keep repeating, and I really feel like it's to do with your self-love, like your self-worth, how you view yourself, and the things that you keep accepting from other people. I don't care if she got a pretty face and a fat, you know what? beauty fades. A person is a soul before they are flesh. So therefore, whoever you deal with, once you get past the physical, and eventually you will, you're left with a soul. You're left with the character of a person. Like, who is this person beyond their flesh? And essentially, that is what you're dealing with. That is who you're laying next to when you lay in the bed. That is who you're exchanging energy when you're exchanging energy with this individual. So again, I really feel like the lesson here is for you to start choosing yourself. The lesson here is for you to start working on the inner parts of you. The parts of you, really, there's something in you that allow these women to kind of come in and really downplay you, really make you feel less than. And there's something in you that made you people please, to where you would just kind of throw money into the equation because you felt like that was the only way to keep a woman. When in all actuality, a real woman can't be kept by money. Not the real deal. She can't be. No matter how much money you have, no matter what material possessions you have, she cannot be kept with money. Not if she's done the inner work on herself. Not if she has evolved at a certain level. This is mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And unfortunately, it's not a lot of those walking around. No shade against anybody, but it's just facts. So, I feel like in order for you to attract this specific woman that you are looking to attract, you need to embody the same energy. And the only way that you embody the same energy is that it starts within. There's something missing within you. There's something that you're neglecting to heal. So, with that being said, that's that. The other thing that I picked up on as well, like I said, 444-111-999-222 could be significant. So you could be seeing those numbers. I feel that at the end of the day, you want love. You're just not too sure if love is in the cards for you, because again, it stems me back from, the original energy that I picked up off of you. I wouldn't say you have given up on love. I feel like you're at a breaking point where it concerns love. And I feel like you have convinced yourself that something of like true love, it doesn't exist. At least not in this era. Like, you just feel like everybody's the same. Everybody's full of shit. Don't nobody know what the fuck. All these females are gold diggers. They're only good for one thing, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like that is coming from the past experiences. I feel like that is, when that comes to the surface, when those emotions come to the surface, what it really is the past relationships that you dealt with, the past experiences that you dealt with. Maybe family, maybe something from your childhood, romantic relationships. All of that, it's the same shit. It's past pain and trauma that you have not dealt with, past disappointment that you have not dealt with, that you have not made peace with. And I feel like the minute that you're able to make peace with it, your perspective on things where it concerns love will change. And where it concerns love, in order for you to, in order for love to come to you, and I do mean like the love that you pray for, the love that you desire. In order for that to come to you, you have to be vibrating from that. Like, you have to be embodying that energy. And the only way that you can embody that energy is that you have to love you first. I know it's a goddamn cliche, and y'all gonna be like, oh, everybody says that. But it holds weight. Like, it's the truth. Because energy is energy. And whatever energy that you're at currently. The only thing the universe is going to do is bring that to you, whether it be in human form, a situation, etc. So you want love, you have to embody what that love is. You have like that energy of love has to radiate off of you. And the only way that you are going to get in tune with that is if you get in tune with yourself. Anything outside of you is not going to reflect that until you vibrate from that level. It's plain and simple. Otherwise, you will keep repeating the same thing. You'll keep attracting the same women. There also might be a part of you that feels like you're unworthy of love. I feel like maybe this comes from past childhood issues. I feel like has a lot to do with your upbringing. Maybe when you're a child, I feel like there's some sort of dad issues. You're either there was either some dad issues, or you are more close to your mom than your dad, or your mother left at an early age or is no longer in the picture. I feel if she's no longer in the picture, there could be either a death, either your dad passed away at an early age or your mom passed away at an early age. And I really feel like this could have been your mother that passed at an early age. Between in the age you were at, between the ages of 5 and 8, you could have been 17 years old when she passed away. It could be significant. I feel like you want elevation. I feel like you want something different, but it still stems me back to what I was saying. In order for you to obtain different, in order for you to obtain elevation, you within you, you have to elevate within. And I'm not talking about your physical. I'm not talking about them pockets. I'm talking about your soul. Your soul has to evolve. You want to attract a specific type of love. You want to attract this or that. We're talking about love here for a minute. You want to attract that, you have to embody that. That's just like asking for a woman who has queen energy, or that's like trying to attract a woman who has empress energy, but you're operating at a page or karmic level, at a low vibrational state. You're not going to attract that. The universe going to look at that and be like, okay, so you want me to give you this and you're down here with your energy. Level up and come back and try that again. Like, and again, there's no shade in terms of how I just said that, but it's the truth. The universe only works one way, and it only works based off of energy. That's it. What we give it, what we send out, we're going to get that back. So whatever energy you are sending out, that is more than likely the energy that has you in this place where you keep attracting these specific type of women. And I really feel like somewhere down the line, a lot of them have made you feel like you are not, you are not like a king. You are unworthy. Like they kind of put that in your head, or like I said, it left a lot of those relationships have left a bad taste in your mouth. But that could be the furthest thing from the fucking truth. You are a king. The thing is, do you believe you are a king? Do you believe that you are worthy of love and not worthy, and that you like, do you believe you deserve less than? Do you believe you deserve a woman that's gonna downgrade you, that's gonna make you feel a way about sharing your emotions, that's gonna, manipulate you and make you feel small. Like, is that what you think you deserve? There goes a train as confirmation. You don't deserve that. And I think like the minute that you start to understand that, and the minute that you start to embody that love that I was talking about, she will come. And she'll come without you having to chase her. You'll just automatically attract her. Remember, you don't lack, you attract. You're not a peasant, you're a king. But if you don't believe that on the inside, if you don't embody that, then you just gonna keep getting low vibrational energies. You gotta vibe high in order to attract high vibration. In order for you to attract the specific partner that you're trying to attract, and what I gather, this is someone that you have literally got on your hands and knees and prayed to God for. You was very specific with that prayer too. Been praying about this for a while. But she's not going to come if you keep dealing with crumbs, if you keep dealing with individuals who lack in just about every area. If you keep dealing with individuals who can't help you elevate. That the only thing that they offer is a cute smile, maybe a pretty face. And she might even have her shit together in terms of finances. But a woman can be pretty and have some of that in order. But if she don't have the internal in order, it's not going to work. You're not going to align with each other. It's not going to work. It's not. Because what are you really left with? Just saying. But that's me. That's my personal opinion on it. But the other thing that, like I said, that I picked up on where it concerns, and like I said, whatever I say, if it's resonating so far, then again, this is your message. I also feel like, again, you might be hanging out 47 on the timer. You might be hanging out with the wrong crowd, wrong dudes, wrong company. I really feel like your spiritual guidance here is, again, who you hang around, where your vibrational energy is at. That's what you're going to attract. The company you keep, that's the type of energy that you're like, that's where your energy is, because that's the company that's around you. Whereas if you are vibing a little bit higher, then those individuals will be removed because they no longer align with you. They no longer align with your energy. The conversation ain't going to be the same. The vibe ain't going to be the same. They're going to be talking about absolutely nothing, chicks and all this other bullshit, and you're going to be trying to talk about business plans and, how y'all can break generational curses. The conversation will be different because the energy is different. So I really feel like these individuals, definitely low vibrations. Then I'm getting off of them. They're only concerned about money and getting chicks. While I can't really tell you guys what to do, I'm not really going to tell you what to do and what friend to keep and what friend not to keep. But if every time you get around these individuals and you don't feel uplifted and you just feel like the conversation is utter nonsense, or same shit, different day, because I really feel like that's the energy you in, is where it concerns your friends as well. That means you are ready to evolve into something higher. That means it's time, like their chapter is done. And sometimes, whether it's relationships, family, or friendships, sometimes the time frame people have in our lives, it's different. It depends. It depends if they are meant to stay in our lives until our story ends, or maybe they have a certain chapter that they're meant to stay in our life. Like, eventually the shit's gonna come to an end, especially if they're not trying to elevate or be on the same page as you. You know, again, to you it's like same shit, different day. So I really feel like where it concerns your friends that you have around you, you kind of irritated with everybody because you feel like they be on some dumb shit. Like, you, I don't know. I'm trying not like to cuss, but that's kind of how I'm getting it off of you. But you kind of keep them around because it's like history there. You guys, some of y'all grew up since childhood, and then some of y'all go back since like high school. So you just kind of like, I'll just, they can stay for now. Like, but damn, these dudes getting on my fucking nerves. They fucking weird. Like, they stupid. Like, I don't know. You just feel like the vibes ain't the same, and you just feel like, why am I even having this conversation? Why am I even hanging around these dudes? Why am I even here? So I really feel like that's because you are just like on a different level than they are, or you're ready to be on a different level than they are. The other thing that I get is that you are not a person that likes to express your emotions quick. And again, that stems me back to the women that you dealt with. Maybe again, the things that you experienced as a child. Somewhere down the line, somebody has made you believe expressing your emotions is weakness. You know, real men don't express their emotions. But I truly feel like that's why a lot of men are closed off these days. That's why a lot of things. There's no safe haven. There's no safe space for them to really talk about their emotions. I really feel like emotions are emotions. And I feel like every human being has them. And all human beings should be afforded to be able to express that, to be able to explore that. And if they need to express it, they shouldn't be penalized for doing so, or shunned, or be put to shame because they're doing so. But again, this is where you are going to have to like really take time to work on the internal, where it concerns your emotions. Because again, the specific love that you're wanting, and the person that you're wanting to embody that love, you really want someone that has emotional intelligence, that will give you and create a safe space for you to, you know, express yourself, and that won't kind of put you down for doing so. So in order for you, again, to attract that, you have to work on the inner. You have to work on those emotions and allowing yourself to feel those emotions. So when they come up, if it's a sense of you feeling like you need to cry, then fucking cry. Let that shit out. Don't hold it down like it's not there, because the only thing it's going to do is resurface. If you have emotions that stem back from the past, let them come up to the surface. Don't suppress them, etc. Like, but the only way that you would be able to work on the internal is that you would have to go into isolation. You'll have to really take time to be by yourself. And it's not saying that you're antisocial. It's not saying that you won't ever have any friendships or relationships. It's just saying for right now, put it on pause, put it on ice. There are certain things that's going on internally with you that you need to work on. Therefore, you don't keep attracting the same type of women. I also feel like whoever you are, so far, if what I've said resonates, I feel like as a child, your dad was pretty hard on you. Hard on you in terms of making good grades, hard on you in terms of perfection. really hard on you where it concerns your emotions as well. I feel like you got like whoopings a lot for expressing your emotions, or there was a lot like of either a lot of physical abuse or there was a lot of emotional abuse the minute you showed any type of emotions. Um, and I feel like that did a lot of damage to you, to where now it's reflecting in your everyday relationships and just really how you operate as an adult. Um, I also got something about either selling drugs, or your dad used to sell drugs, or you were thinking about selling drugs. That might even been a current energy that you was currently in, like, because it stems me back to you thinking about making more income or increasing your income or figuring out how you can get 555 on a timer, figuring out how you can really grow your money. Um, what I will say concerning that, try to find another avenue for that. Just, just gonna throw that out there. Try not to go down that road. Because it's like you're bigger than that. Whoever you are that I'm speaking to, you're bigger than that. And when I say you're bigger than that, your purpose is bigger than that. What you were sent here to do is bigger than that. And you don't really have to settle for doing something like that when you can run a fucking empire. When you can do things the legit way. Um, and you have the intelligence and the brains and, the grit, the drive, the ambition. You have the right ideas in terms of wanting to run your own business and what you want to do in that business. It's just a matter of either getting the investment money or like there's something at a pause that's keeping you from making that move, starting that LLC, or like I said, having your own trucking company. Either or, there's a sense of wanting to be your own boss. There's a sense of not wanting to answer to anyone. There's a sense of wanting to make sure that you have your finances in order so that one day when you do get a wife and you become married and start to have children, I also feel like whoever you are, you don't have any kids. That's something that you do desire as well. Um, so you have certain, preferences that you desire where it concerns like finding your wife and building a family and stuff like that. I also get you want to build your own home, like you want to design your own home from the ground up. So for you, all these things that you want to do, you're a person that likes to travel as well. Like you want to go on vacations a lot. You want to do family vacations, bay vacations, all of that stuff. So your finances have to be in a certain order, you feel. But there's something, I don't know, there's something, I don't know if it's doubt that's blocking you from going on ahead and starting that LLC. There's something, I don't know, there's something keeping you from, I don't know if it's doubt or fear or it's the lack of the investment money that I was referring to earlier. What I will encourage you to do is go for it. Of course, if you feel like you don't have the right investment money, I feel like an opportunity will present itself where you can get the investment money, or it already has, and you're in, and this business is in the works as I'm talking to you about it. Um, but yeah, I really feel like again the I guess your spiritual advice here is to go within. If you want to attract this specific woman, the love of your life, a certain type of love, you have to be vibrating. You have to embody that first. And by you rejecting the crumbs, by you solely keeping your eye on the prize and keeping your focus on you and working on the internal. And I'm not saying let go of yourself on the outside, right? You want to go to the gym, you want to do XYZ to pamper yourself and take care of your body and take care of the external, cool. But the external will not mean anything if the internal is in chaos and unbalanced. It'll just be attracting the same person, the same lesson, and it'll keep repeating itself until you break the cycle. And the only way that you can break the cycle, my dear, is to go within. That is not something that's easy to do for everyone. But I feel like whoever you are that I'm talking to, you're either already in the works of doing so, or you know this is something that you have to do and you're afraid of doing it. So you're stalling. Could be stalling in a sense of distracting yourself with women, distracting yourself with other things that probably are insignificant, to to keep from going down, to keep from going deep within yourself. You feel like what you find within yourself, it might put you in a little fear. Like that's something, I don't know if, I feel like that's something that you're kind of fearful of doing. Um, so again, whoever you are that I'm speaking to, just remember this: you're worthy of love just like anyone else. And you need to remember your power as a man. You need to also remember that because you have emotions and because you feel away sometimes, or because you may want to express those emotions, don't allow anyone to make you feel less than because you're doing so. Because a person that does that don't know their damn self and probably ain't got a clue where to find it. Okay. So that's number one. And when you embody the love that you see, when you embody king energy, you will attract your queen. You will attract what you desire. Point blank, simple. So just remember you are a king and don't let no one make you feel less than. But you already knew that. There's a part of you that knows that too. You just kind of downplaying yourself, whoever you are, which is another thing you need to stop doing. But yeah, I don't know who this message is for, but I may have to come on here and do the second part to the other reading. My bad, y'all. Goddamn phone about to die. But yeah, if what I said resonates and this message helped you in any type of way, if you took something from this message, gave you some type of clarity, make sure that you hit the like button, comment if you want, subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. And like I said, I hope you take care of yourself. I hope, again, you were able to gain something from this reading. And yeah, I'll be back on here probably later on or tomorrow to give part 2 of the secondary message. But yeah, y'all take care and love and light. Bye.